Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of labyrinths. One of the labyrinths is more enjoyable. Although the question is, which one? Because I'm probably gonna have to do floor 7 later. Which will be fine, I'll use a map. I played through the game and... I don't think me fumbling around with teleporters for an hour and a half is the most enjoyable. Nice. Thanks for good luck, Hops. Appreciate it. Oh, why? What you? Oh, come on. Why would I do that? Attempts? No, I'm gonna do some catwalk. I want to go straight to attempts, but let's do a beta catwalk before I do more attempts. No, I remember during Yamame, I was like, oh yeah, I need to do a catwalk warm up. Going catwalk. I've just been... Listen, I've lost 3 in a row on catwalk. The last 2 days. 3 paces in a row. So... Time to get more catwalk. Plus, it's hard to find other spells that are as enjoyable as Catwalk. Oh, come on. Good amount of paces. I mean, I'm very happy to have had multiple good paces in the Catwalk, but... think that was 10. That might have only been 9. I think that was 10. If it was 9, sue me. In a row? No, just completions. I had 4 in a row completions, but choked on the 5th one. Listen, 9 in a row on Catswalk would be great. I think my, like, Catswalk record is probably, like, 5 or 6 in a row. I think I have, like, a 8 or 9 out of 10, but, like, in a row, that's difficult. I guess why would you do that to me? Yeah, haha, good one, Yamame. That's a real good joke. I guess if I want to do another 10 caps at some point, I want to look at Mountain Toss. Because now that I know that the small bullets only go in the straight line that she shoots at you, I wonder if there's like a wider plan you can do for it. Or if the difference just doesn't really matter. Ooh, shoddy. Nice. Why did I go right? It was just a straight up movement. That's the wrong spell. Never skip a practice. Realistically, I shouldn't ever be doing runs. But I've gone too far. I'm too stubborn to not. lucky at the end. Eldorn is practice. Well, that is true, right? That's why I play out some one-miss paces into the late game. Just to get more practice. Come on, really? Like the dumbest way to die. That one right there, too. What? I had a good streak there. Now I'm on like, what, a 10 streak? Does it feel a lot better if I stop dying to Mount Uwu? Because I've died to 3 of the last 4. Yugi has... I have just not been good against Yugi as the past 2 days. No graze, we're going the anti-graze mode. With the anti-graze mode, the must kill them all. See, look at me perfectly spaced that away from all that graze. We're allergic to score around here. We should be down there, I did not like that. Yeah, well that's the thing about graze runs, right? It's just how do you... or score runs, and basically every Touhou game is just how you get as much graze as possible. Of course, there's always distinct variations between the games, but it's pretty consistent across all of them. It's just... find your spin strats, you can get, like, an absurd amount of graze. Yeah, that's where you gotta find the cheeky safe spots. Some nice and proper defensive play. I don't like it when you just don't move. Oh, I messed that up so badly. Kinda got bailed out on the rebound. Or am I going to the left? No, where am I going here? To the left? See, this is what I just want to be able to do every run. As long as I can make it to this stage. Oh, what a nice clear gap in the middle. I love when she's kind to me on any attack. I was about to say on that non, but to be fair, any attack. Neat. I love my beautiful pink girl. Was that a little sketchy and a little suboptimal? Yeah. Was I incredibly fortunate that I baited her to the right? Yeah. I thought for sure she was going to have too much of an upward angle there and I was just going to die. Come on, kitty cat. Oh, I saw it and I tapped left. I don't know if I was too late or if I just didn't tap enough. Slightly suboptimal. I guess I can turn chat back on then. To time it out? No, I time it low, but I don't time it out. If you time it out, it skips everything else and gives you 20 minutes of popcorn. I timed down both the first and second non. I get them low. About like 4 to 5 seconds apiece. I should be up here. Because if you get them down to about 4 seconds apiece, basically, if you kill the first non as at the last wave you possibly can, and then you kill the second non at the start of the fourth wave, it skips popcorn. Oh, goodness, he got low. Popcorn's worse than Cat's Walk? No, I just don't want to skip an attack. So I do Cat's Walk. Like, Cat's Walk is the hardest spell in the run. Probably the hardest spell in the game. Someone may argue otherwise, but... So I do choose to, on purpose, do fight it. But I will... but even though I do fight it, I still time... Wow, that was ugly. Oh, I hate when she does that. It's the one lineup you don't want to see with that strat. But you still do a low timer on the first two nons because the popcorn section is still annoying, and it's better to time that low, in my opinion. I do the first two nons solely because I don't know the safe spot. What am I doing? I can't be grazing this. This is the no graze run. I'm gonna have to graze this part because it kind of is required. Although I can tone down how much graze I get. Base myself enough so we don't get any graze. Grazes of the devil, we can't touch that. Boom, I'm like 700-800 graze lower than I normally am. Wow, that's incredible. Ooh, 2 of those guys. That's why we timed down that part, so we don't have to deal with that section right after. Mind you, if you actually time down Lacing Wheel more, you can skip these bow apps. I don't know if you can skip both of them. I know you can skip one. I don't know if both of them are skippable. Should have gone to the left earlier. World's longest Peta, because she's on the other side of the screen from me. Oh, I saw you being that low, too. Oh, I love it when you just completely go to the opposite side of the screen from me. It's my favorite. Casual 44-second Peta. You get enough for full power? Probably. I don't actually know off the top of my head how much power they drop. Got to get your full power, I believe it. But there's not much power I pick up on the run, so I don't know where the power drops are. Remember to give your bird a little smooch? What? Sometimes you play a bit more wiggly than normal, but you get through it, you get through it. I love this attack. I wish every game had this attack. I wish every single Touhou game had that one attack that just, like, completely breaks the rules of normal Touhou. Okay, I'll take it. Thematically, it's kind of cool. It is. I mean, I will give it that. It's thematically very cool. Like, Oku as a whole is a thematically really cool fight. And, like, thematically, the sun, like, sucking you in. Hey! 2 days in a row of speed up work. Actually, I didn't see speed up yesterday. I think it was Friday it was working. Like Resurrection Butterfly? Yes. But unlike Resurrection Butterfly, this attack is annoying. I mean, it's not like Resurrection Butterfly isn't stressful or painful, but... But, like, that's the annoyance about it, is just... RB is a very cool attack. Yeah, I really like it. I really like it when you're not doing it on pace. What up, Spooter? RB on pace, I could say, is a heart killer. Fortunately, I happened to clutch up on it when I needed to, but... It's just, my biggest annoyance with Sub-Sun, especially it's like right at the very end, is like, when you're playing, especially under pressure, it's like you need to rely on your like instincts, your gut, to play really well. And the problem is when you have an attack that's completely unlike any other. Right? Because at least like Cat's Walk, you know, arguably the hardest spell in the game. At least that's like a pretty normal attack in terms of like what it is. But like it's just a completely like unique mechanic that you don't get elsewhere. What was I doing? Finally home again? Nice. I draw more again. Is it draw more of a lot of things or draw more Yuka again? Yuka, yeah. Yeah, see, that's an important thing to clarify, because when you say draw, I'm like, is this, or you're like, I'm gonna draw this thing, or is it, I'm gonna draw more Yuka? Or is, to be honest, though, is you having a OC just an excuse so you can draw more, Yuka art? Maybe SMH my head. Wow, I remembered what direction to go this time. That's incredible. Well, I hate to break it to you, Spooter, but for Labyrinth of Touhou, Yuka's in Labby 1, but she's not until post-game, so... She's not until Plus Disc. Sad. Yeah, we'll see her eventually. She'll threaten to one-shot my entire party with Master Spark. See, the saddest part about dying to that Midnon 2 last time was, like, I died to, like, the last bullet of Wave 3. And that's the problem, because, like, you kill it at the start of Wave 4, is when I try to kill it. And the opening part of each wave is pretty easy. It's the end part that always sucks. It's, like, literally the last bullet. What is, thematically, the coolest attack in all of Touhou? That is an incredibly subjective thing to ask, of course, but... You know, because Sub-Sun and RB are very much up there, but there's, like, most games have a very good thematic finisher. Yeah, it's of course really subjective, so, you know, it's more just what's your favorite. Yakern finish. That's definitely a solid one. That one traumatized me, so I'd probably say no, but for my sake, but... Cookin Soku is really solid. I think my go-tos are probably... Yeah, Resurrection Butterfly is phenomenal. 80% reflowering. My go-tos I was about to say was Keiki Final and Okina Final, because I really think those two are really solid, but then I think my actual answer is Horai Elixir, personally. Like, I like Kaguya's endings, like her series of impossible requests, but there's just something about Horai Elixir that just, like, really stands out. I really like its darker background. Although, basically every game, at least of the Windows era, I could say its final is pretty thematic. It's a very good thematic spell, but, like, which one's my favorite? Honestly, it might be Horai Elixir. Yeah, well, thematically, I just really like Okina, like, stealing your season back, leaving you with 0 power, and then making you spend forever on a super long and very difficult spell. Here goes Cookin Soku. Yeah, that one's up there too. Although Cookin Soku also traumatized me, so I'm not gonna put that as my favorite. Oh, what am I doing? We can't be grazing. Ugh. Grades is for nerds. Who do you think I am, a nerd? Ooh, you filthy, filthy rat. I hate the yellow nuts. You know, now that I think about it, Clown Piece Final is definitely up there for me. I wouldn't put it as my #1, but I was trying to think of non, final boss, really cool thematic attacks. I really like Clown Piece Final. Seeing that in ages, what, you turn off ad block? Nice. 2 Yugis in a row. Gotta love it. Okay, Cinnamon, what is your favorite Touhou attack thematically? Yes, whatever you say, I will make fun of you for. Thematically, yes. Thematically. BDH, of course. Wow, what a nerd. don't think you've attempted to cap TDH before. I'd give it a handful of attempts, but... Since my goal was for the 1cc, I wasn't that diehard in trying to aim for TDH cap. I think I stumbled into a couple phase 4s, but I never got it. I don't think I ever got super close. I think I got like 1 or 2 phase 4s. TSS is a very visibly appealing attack. I think TSS just has a special reputation about it because of reasons. Hello, my lovely pink. PWC oneness to TSS. That would be the greatest meme. Slightly long. I hate Fog Labyrinth. Yo, what up, Levin? You're lighting as fuck to guide me through. Well, guide me through that one. Well, I'm turning you off for now. Oh, what am I doing? Getting disgraced. Ugh. Okay, kitty cat. Just you and me. Yeah, that was a really bad layup. Come on, Orin. You don't have to do that to me. Like, she gave me a bad first, like, 2 waves, but, like, that's not bad. It's just the last, like, 3, they're the ones that matter. It's the easiest final spell? Yeah, probably Shinki. Too familiar with the other PC-98, so I... Oops, that's a bomb button. Other than PC... If you count outside of PC-98, then... RB is definitely up there. I guess it depends on what you count. Because if you say Rising World, then it's definitely not Rising World. But if you count it as Horai, not Horai Elixir, was it Horai Barrage? RB, Resurrection Butterfly? Yuyuko Final? Hello? Same for running back. It's a term in American football for the guy who usually runs with the ball. You hand him off to him. Let him run for a good 6-7 yards of play. I don't have any knowledge about Horai Elixir's consistency or whatever Erin's final is, to be honest. I have no clue what her final is off the top of my head. No, I do kind of know what it is. I have no clue about its consistency off the top of my head, though. But Horai Barrage, I believe, is a pretty consistent route in terms of, like, the high end. That would be Kaguya's final. That's not her, like, last words. Hanako's definitely a no. Honestly, Sub-Sun is up there for one of the easier finals, probably. I don't know if I'd put it as... I definitely wouldn't put it easier than... Probably not easier than RB or Horai Barrage, but it's definitely not that far off. Excuse you, Yamame. I can't comment enough towards Legendary Flying Saucers. Shimmy final rather easy. I mean, I think it's on the easier, like, side of them, but it's definitely harder than a lot of the others. At least than, like, RB Horai Barrage. I'd probably put it as harder than Sub-Sun. Miko Finals, I think, is up there. I'm pretty sure Miko Finals is a pretty consistent route. I think, from the little I've seen of it. Someone could correct me and say I'm wrong, though, but... Problem with Sukuna Final is that she has those random bullets that you just never know what they're gonna do. Still unsafe? Yeah. I think it's I think it's on the easier end, but it's still little. It's still definitely volatile. But again, I think Miko Final is pretty relatively consistent. It's Horagul. Yeah. That's this thing. I think that one is probably it. If you count it as that. Which I think is fair, because the last words are a little separate. I feel like the only people who will argue otherwise are, like, literally LNNers. Yeah, I was getting there, because it's definitely not PDH. I'm not too knowledgeable about the winter and fall finals to comment on exactly where they land. And Keiki and Kamada final, I could not answer for a second. I'm pretty sure Kamada's is pretty hard. I have no clue about Keiki's, though. Because if you're 1CCing it, you kind of just have endless hypers. Oh, really? The Animal Spirits, yeah. So if you're 1CCing it, hers probably the easiest. I don't know how difficult it is. Like, if you're not doing that. Because I've never tried. Be very consistent. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really familiar with it, because I kind of don't even know what the final is. Like, I don't really remember much about it. I think I bought my way through half of it, and that was about it. And UM is not a super popular game, so it's not like I've seen much from it, ever. And the only thing people talk about it is, like, Misumaru, Yin Yang Orbs, and Jimbo. Jimbo, my beloved. I guess the only other thing I hear from that is, Sanyo being a piece of work. But if you don't have to, well, if I go to get an LNN, try to get an LNN and Wily Beast, then I'll do that. But if I don't do that, then I won't. I gotta. My eyes are falling off. They already had their moments for the day. Two runs into stage 5 was too much for these eyes. It's like, no Discord? Oh, that's simple. You just spend like 2,000 attempts on it, probably, right? That's how you learn like every attack. Just go play it like 2,000 times. And then you'll say, oh, I see what you're supposed to do. Wow, sometimes you're just lucky. Oh, I deserve that. Although, to be fair, talking here about Horai Barrage, or Horai Jewel, whatever you want to call it, being potentially the easiest final for LNN purposes. I believe that 100%. I also spent 180 attempts back when I was once CCing that game. I spent an hour and a half, 180 attempts on practice, trying to get a single cap of it. And then I did. Oh, that was 10. I guess I'll do this last one. That. Static, really? I guess I never spent more than like 2 or 3 attempts on that final, so I can't say to it much. Sounds a little dubious. Nothing like a dubious strat in Touhou, right? Hey, it's better to have a strat than not have one. I have an itch on top of my head. Can I ride the wall just in case? Yeah, let's do it. Just in case she does that. Draw a picture of it. Yeah, come on, draw a picture of it and put it in chat right now. Would the strat vary from character to character? Because, would some of the characters take longer to kill? I don't know how the character's base damages work, but I thought Chirno kind of has, like, weak damage with her regular attack. But I don't know that for a fact. Boost speed doesn't ruin it. I was more talking about, like, kill time. Like, potentially adding a couple, like, a wave or two with how, like, fast it might kill. Same damage into your power. I thought that at least some of them might vary a little. Well then, Alan, we expect a 19-page Word document about this in the next 24 hours. about that. Listen, some people make Word documents. What about you? Huh? What, you trying to not help the community? Unbelievable. Can't believe how selfish Alan is. Comes up with a strat and then hides it to himself. He's like, no one else can do this strat. Wow. I see how it is. Will this be on the test? Yeah. Extra smart. Fine, you can wait. Fine, I'll give you till next Friday. Yeah, I could prepare a heat nap as well. I need a hand-drawn-out guide of every single gap we gotta make on this one. Listen, there's like a 17-page document someone made about pristine lunacy, right? Someone else made one about, like, Aaron Final, is it? Someone else made a really... I believe there's, like, a really long document towards, like, one of those IN attacks. I want to say it was, like, Aaron Final. Seeing Lucy Dog's not that long. I mean, it was... Might not have been that long. I thought it hit double digits, though. I remember looking at it when I was learning the 1cc. I don't remember. It's been a while, though. Fall 13. Yeah. Okay. I was pretty sure it's one of the Aaron attacks. I don't know which one for sure. I'm not familiar with Aaron well. Because 99.99% of the time I see a Perishable Knight, it's Kaguya. So... Man. You're a lot harder than... What is ID? See, you should go back to play. Yeah, you should go back to play it. Especially as Reimu B. Clearly the best shot type in the game. Every other shot type's a mental illness, so... Get me out of there. Diabolus Keiki Final. Okay. See, I don't remember spell names from Touhou 17 well, so... I know that spell is Keiki Final. I remember, was it geometric, like, shape or square? I think is the one attack Keiki has. It's about the most of my memory of spell card names from that game. I'm sure if I went back and, like, played it, I'd recall some of them more, but specifically some of the early game. But I tried to block Eika out of my head. Geometric creature. Aha. I knew it was, like, geometric something. That means I got half of it right. I get half a point. Come on, Mountain of Uwu. Okay, no disgusting triple ups. I appreciate it. Part 2 more Ghetto. I've had that issue. My problem with here's my problem when I did PCB. I would learn Alice, and then I'd go try to like learn the Prism Rivers, and then I'd forget Alice, and then I'd have to go back and learn Alice, and then I would go do Yomu, and then I'd forget Alice and I have to go back and do Alice again. And then I'd learn Yuko, and then I'd have to go back and learn Alice again. I've actually had to do that like 3 different times this game with the stupid green streaming section after the mid-boss here. This stage. Nice try. Forget Alice spell. Yeah, I could see that. That's a... Wow, I really did not need to go for that. Style points. Probably harder than Dormy. Yeah, Alice Non 1 is definitely harder than Dormy Non 1. But the other issue I had with Alice, too, was, like, I would learn her first spell, and then I'd forget how to do her, like, her first non. And then I'd learn the first non, and then I'd forget the final. And then I'd learn the final, I'd forget the first spell. Illustrator, you referring for the green amulets? That's just what I know. I do what I know, and I'm too stubborn at this point. I've gone too far with it to learn something else. Also, is that the word super brought up in my chat? Mods, can we get a permaban? Damn it, I don't have mods. Nice try, Demon Parade. That was great for damage. Fuck you, Fog! Ah, I hate you! I messed up the damage on one of those down waves. The one on the right. Well, dodging no damage. I'm not going to time anything out. I mean, the tricky part there is, like, if I get my damage right, I can kill her on the middle drop. But I missed my damage. I actually had a really good middle drop, but I really choked my damage on the right wall. Not good to do. Well, I mean, it really just depends on adapting to the moment. Like, I'll often play for another loop. But the problem is my other loop was questionable, so I tried to cut down the middle, but then that was questionable, so then I played for the other loop and I just missed the dodge. Oop. Good speed killing's counterproductive. I mean, it really just depends on, like, what attack it is, though, right? That's the least amount of dense fog days a year. I gotta go to Arizona, yeah. Yeah, have a good one, Alan. Appreciate you showing up. Oh, it's almost been 2 hours already. I'll give it a little more goes. What? Really? I mean, there's a decent chance of that happening. Depends on when you show up. I was waiting for Glitch. Ah, you're right, you're right. I was waiting for Glitch to show up. Now it's time to actually get serious. Viewers. I'm pretty sure me getting double digit is during Touhou isn't that uncommon nowadays. Although I only look after the fact. I keep my view count turned off when I'm streaming. Legal? Is my age determined by my view count? Is that how this works? legal though. Well, over here it depends on what state you live in. You get jailbaited. It's probably like that because of you, Game Glitcher. You called it out and you scared off everyone. Look what you've done. It's definitely not me dying on a run that does that. You go too many times. I've only just been doing stage 1. I've been getting past stage 1 most of today. I think it's a sign that it's getting too late for me. I spent too much time on this. Like I've had three really good paces today, so I can't complain. Or maybe that one that left was just Alan going to bed or something. Because he did say, he would literally just say that he was leaving. So, yeah, I had the run going, but Game Butcher, you were here, so I was like, I can't do it without him. That's 100% what happened. You filthy spider. But no, I made up my mind on having view count disabled long before I actually started streaming. Because back when I watched some streams and stuff, some people talked about, one of the guys I watched talked about how he never had view count on, and I've always kept it off, and I found it's just nice. Otherwise, it's another thing that'll distract me and affect my mental, which I don't need. 3,000 people watching, damn. When did I get put on the front page of Twitch? You should call every time it changes. You do know that my chat is on my right monitor, and if I want to, all I have to do is just press the little power button on the monitor, and I turn it off, and then I don't have to look at you. In fact, I've been doing that every time I get to stage 5 on pace. I'll just turn off chat. I just turn off the monitor until the run's over. You offended? Listen, the problem is chat's just a distraction. And it's great, because, like, in this early game, it can keep me sane when I'm dying to Yamame over and over. But when I'm trying to get through Orin, the last thing I need is more distractions. So I usually just turn chat off during that time period. You guys said some dumb shit. I mean, you guys have said some dumb shit, but you're far from the... You guys are far from the most tilting of offenders, so... Well, I wouldn't say that far, but... You bring up politics? Yeah, you bring up politics, and then I bring up the timeout button. It's crazy how that works. Nice. This guy for mod abuse? It's my stream. Oh yeah, we're not grazing today. Kill all these guys for grazes for nerds. We try to avoid that at all costs. Listen, if I was gonna ban people, I would have banned you guys long ago for always talking about how Tenshi's the hardest boss in Lost Branch. Oh, she's so difficult. Oh, how are we ever gonna beat her? Yeah, she was the second hardest Stage 2 boss, and they nerfed her until she's still the second hardest Stage 2 boss. It's a hard Stage 2 boss. It's Megamu in Lost Branch. On average, consistency. Different runs will handle different bosses differently. Yeah, you don't have to point that right at me. Nice. Objectively in the right. Things don't get necessarily nerfed based on the aspect of what is technically true. People nerf things based off of public opinion. Depends on the dev. That's very true. That's actually 100% so true. I hate the LNNs. To be fair, I think both the Tenshi nerf and the Megamu nerf are completely justified for different reasons. I think the Megamu nerf is because she's way too just consistent damage output that is just so brutal to handle. And Tenchi terrorizes the normal players, which is a legit thing. That's like, hey, if a lot of people struggle with this, you know, maybe we should nerf it a little. That's a perfectly fair thing. You're talking about how knockout in 3 steps works, like, when she actually does it, not as, like, an attack? I don't know. All I know is you don't want to be on the receiving end of it. Okay, Orin, this is your moment. Okay, how does knockout 3 steps work? Have we ever actually seen her, like, use that? Can't canonically? Like, outside of the game? It's almost all teammates and knives. I mean, I've had teammate and knife builds win against her, though. It's just, it's situational. Okay, come on, pretty pink girl. Ooh, don't want to miss that life piece. I did that one to myself. Nice. Oh, cat problems. A lot of game left. I knew I should have gone more. Oh, I didn't have the capabilities to move. Damn it, that was a free move, too. Or should have been. It's gonna be tricky. It's probably the third hardest attack in the run, in my opinion. Although I should have had that dodge. It's just... I had my move to the left, I saw the first lineup. The first lineup wasn't gonna work, but I didn't have the mental capacity to read the next move. Until I was dead. LNN, no. I don't have max lives and my point item value isn't maxed. Yeah, good night, Simon. Appreciate you being here. I don't like this non. Non torments me. Ooh, you rat. I don't know, there's a lot of game left. People here should be well familiar with my my views on Sub-Sun. I used to believe this was the harder non in terms of non 2 and non 4, but nowadays I've changed my mind on that. Give her a kiss. The Takamac kiss of good luck. Oh, come on. The rare Takamaker. I would have left instead of up. Was a what we call a misclick. The rare Takamaker. Is there a problem with that statement, Glitcher? I love this spell. It's my favorite spell in all of Touhou. I wish every spell was like this one. Okay. I'll take it. Solid way to end the day. A 3-miss and a 2-miss on the day. I'll take it. And that's also 4 paces past Yugi and 3 paces into stage 5. Okay, that's over 2 hours of Touhouing though. That's gonna be a break for me. Time to play some Labyrinth. But my brain can only handle so much of Yamame in a single day. Stage 5 you would clear. Oh, you're right, yeah. I actually missed a couple life pieces in stage 5. There's a few that I don't get usually.